All right. So folks, to end off the show, we're gonna do some start benches and cuts. So we're gonna do an NFL one. This is a quarterback one. Now, this has nothing to do with accomplishments. It's specifically your ability to pass or throw the foot.
Okay. Oh,
Yep. Which one is the greatest passer or thrower between Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, or Dan Marino? Champ, you go first.
Dan Marino had the quickest release you ever want to see, threw the prettiest ball you ever want to see. So I'm starting Dan Marino. I'm benching Aaron Rodgers. I'm cutting Patrick Mahomes. Based off just being a pure passer. And Dan Marino had some of the best footwork you ever want to see as well, even though he wasn't a very mobile quarterback. So based off of that alone, Dan Marino.
Harrison?
damn. Oh my god. Fuck. That's tough. Uh, I might. Damn. I might start Rogers. I'm benching Marino, and I'm cutting Mahomes. I'm cutting
Okay.
Mahomes.
Why cut Mahomes for both of you? Is it because of the decision making? Is it because of what is it exactly?
Uh, Mainly because history's still being written on him. History's still
Okay.
being
Yeah,
written on him.
history.
History's
History
still
speaks.
being written on him, and like I said, although he throws a very, very pretty pass, I mean, there's certain film on Dan Marino right now. If you go back and look at it, when you look at the film, you can never see a clear version of his hand. It's always a blur. But like I said,
Hmm.
he had the quickest release you've ever want to see. I mean, he cost a lot of quarterback, even though he wasn't very. And out of the other two quarterbacks, he was the least mobile out of both of them. You never
Right.
seen Dan Marino run out of the pocket, do a lot of willy nilly outside of the pocket, which made him even more dangerous. Was because keep in mind back in the '80s, he was playing against some of the best pass rushers of all time in the '80s and early '90s. So he's playing against some of the best pass rushers of all time, and he was playing against the Buffalo Bills twice a year at the peak of his career. So for you to cost, so for you to cost guys like Bruce Smith a lot of sacks by just having that quick release, and you're not very, very mobile as far as running the football or anything like that, you would never mistake Dan Marino for a running quarterback. Got to go with him.
I'm gonna go start Marino, bench Aaron Rodgers, and cut Mahomes. I think Marino, if you actually go back, he throws the prettiest spiral. Like just off the flick, just like that. Aaron, I think. He's great inside, outside the pocket in terms of the pinpoint accuracy, especially when he goes outside the pocket. Mahomes, at times, even though I love what he does as far as with the baseball background, the baseball throws, the sidearm throws, the no looks, and stuff like that. But sometimes I gotta go, damn man. Dan Marino, if you just look at what he did as far as his ability to throw within the pocket, it's just right there. And I think the biggest knock on him, he didn't really have that much of a supporting cast during his time in Miami. He had Mark Super Duper and Chuck Muncie, if I'm not mistaken. He didn't really
No,
have much. He didn't really have a defense. He didn't
no.
really
Chuck
have
Munson
anything.
played for the San Diego Chargers, PSP.
Oh, I'm sorry. He didn't really have enough as far as the defense.
Mm.
So imagine if Dan Marino actually had a competent defense and some more players around him. Dan Marino, we would be viewing him entirely different. At top 10 wise, as far as quarterbacks is concerned, he's got to be in that discussion. Although he has no rings, but he has to be in that discussion as far as just his ability to throw the ball, pass the ball. He was that gifted as a passer. So bench, start Marino, bench Rodgers. Unfortunately, cut Mahomes, but Mahomes still has plenty of time. That's the beauty of it. He's only 28 years old,
Mhm.
so just for now. All right.